Hey, welcome to the Honey and Harry Show. I'm Honey.
And I'm Harry.
And today I have a special guest, my friend Pam Hardy.
Hello.
So excited to have her. But before we start with that, I want to kind of like a recap from last week. I went today to the Santé Rejuvenation Center. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to go. So I just wanted to let everybody know that because it is such a cool place. And I just absolutely love the people there. I got to meet another girl there today too. But anyways, today is obviously, we're kicking off carnival season. Woohoo! We got our Zulu stuff. We got our Manny Randazzo king cake. We got all of our beads. We're all dressed up. I'm kind of representing NOLA, and Pam is representing Baton Rouge.
Yes.
Today. So anyways, Pam, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So excited to have you. Thank you for coming.
Of course.
I know you work today.
Yes.
She's a substitute. That's how I actually met Pam. We were both subbing at the same school, and when I saw her, I was like, I have to know this lady. I just absolutely love her. She's beautiful inside and out. Anyways, but the interesting thing about Pam, she's very, very involved in all these parades over town. I mean, I know this past summer, I see her in the Kenilworth Parade. I'm like, oh my God, she's in everything. So, but she's not from Louisiana. That's the interesting thing. So, Pam, can you tell us where you're from, when you moved here, and just start by that?
We're from Oklahoma City. I moved here August of 2018. Hadn't really been, the first time I was in Baton Rouge is when we actually came down here to look for a place to live. And so I remember I was in New Orleans for my 21st birthday, but I didn't really know a lot about the South. So we came in, found an apartment, signed our lease. The people hugged us. I was like, what is going on? We're from Oklahoma City, where people do a lot of, very friendly people, but do a lot of handshaking and things like this. The people down here were so warm and so kind. We didn't have problem meeting people.
Of course not.
I just really loved it from the first day we got here.
Yes, and what I love about Pam is that she moved here and she just immersed herself in our culture, which I love. I even saw on Facebook, I was like telling my daughter the other day, I said, oh my gosh, she's making macaroons. How in the world?
I was learning to make macarons.
But you do it. You just nothing intimidates you. So I know you're very involved with the flamingos.
Yes.
Right? That's why you're all in pink.
That's right.
And all cutesy today. Just so beautiful. And there's the pictures of your flamingos.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, because, that's the Spanish Town Parade. I've been to Spanish Town 2 times in my life, which is crazy, but that's Endymion night. So I usually am in New Orleans for that because my parents were from New Orleans, so I always went to New Orleans. But the 2 times I went to the parade, I absolutely loved it. It's a great parade. And you're part of the dancers, right?
Well, the flamingos, we actually do a lot of different parades around town. In the last 2 years, I've been lucky enough to be involved with them for 15 parades. The picture that you're showing is actually from the Cortana's Christmas parade that we just had.
Okay.
That was my 15th parade.
Wow.
But we have danced, in the dances I've been in, we have done Port Allen, we've done Denham Springs, just a lot all over the city. We do Mid-City. Upcoming, we actually have Artemis, Orion, Mid-City, and Spanish Town. Spanish Town is...
So y'all do all the different parades.
Right.
You're not just one.
No.
Look, there you are. Look how cute Pam is. I thought she was going to wear her wig today. That's why I have mine on. But anyways, so y'all, I didn't realize, I'm glad you said that. Y'all aren't just associated with Spanish Town. No. Y'all do all the different parades.
We absolutely love Spanish Town, high energy, a wonderful parade. But yes, we do a lot of different parades around. We actually have the Artemis, the Orion, and the Mid-City in one weekend.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we start on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's a great weekend.
I bet.
Just
Well, if
high
it's not
energy.
raining and freezing, right?
There's 51 of us. Oh, right. And we'll get to that.
Okay.
There's 51 of us. We're a co-ed dance crew.
I love it.
Male and female, just high energy. When you see us dancing and smiling, those smiles are for real.
Oh.
We just love what we're doing, and we dance our heart out every parade. And you're right. You don't know what the weather's going to be. You don't
Louisiana's
know
crazy.
Oh, my goodness. We danced, I believe it was Broadmoor last year, if I'm correct, where it rained so hard.
Oh my
I had a
gosh.
wig on with champagne glasses on top of it.
Of course.
I kept having to bend over my head to dump out the champagne glasses
my
because they were
gosh.
filling up. And for a portion of the parade, because the rainfall was so heavy, we didn't have music. We sang. We sang and danced.
Y'all did.
And you come out of every parade, even when the weather's perfect, when it's not perfect, whatever, feeling amazing. But literally at the end of that parade, I knew I was Wonder Woman. I knew we were all superheroes, because just to stick in there and stick with it, just a great group of people having fun, living their best life.
It's very attractive to
Yes.
do. I mean, like I would definitely like to try it, but I am so scared of the weather. I mean, I'm like usually a spectator at all the parades, and go back in the apartment when you're cold. But yeah, no. How many miles on average, or do you know?
Most of them are about 2. Some
Okay.
are 3.
Mm-hmm.
I almost added up last night over those 15 parades how many miles I've danced.
Oh wow.
But I'm a little OCD, so then I know that I would have to get out last night and dance till I got to that next mile.
I love it. Yeah, because it looks like a great time. I remember. Do y'all do a Christmas parade?
Do the Cortanas. Now, I think...
What was it? I was at a wedding downtown.
Right.
Do you remember that? And we were sending each other pictures. I was showing you pictures of my shoes, and you're like, "Come outside." I was at the Hilton.
Was that Christmas?
I don't know when was
Because
that?
I'm thinking
Maybe it
that's
was in
when we were
October.
doing Spanish Town. Was the wedding at the old governor's mansion?
No, it was no, it was. I remember the streets, so I can't remember. Anyways, I think the wedding was in October, maybe. I don't know what it was, but I just remember she was in a parade, and she's texting me, and I'm like, I'm getting dressed to go to a wedding, and I'm sending her pictures of my shoes, and she's parading downtown Baton Rouge somewhere. So
Yes. I was a little intimidated that first parade. I was scared to death. I was in the car trying to say, what am I doing? What am I
my
doing?
gosh.
Doing this
I
because
love it.
I had never seen anything like this before. And all of a sudden I was a part of it. And just the most wonderful, encouraging people that I dance with just were
Well, it looks
"Come
like a
on,
fun
let's do
group."
it." Oh, they are.
And you said
They're
to me
blessed.
earlier, y'all make your own costumes.
Well, we put
Or
together our
put
own
together.
costumes.
Maybe not make, excuse me, but put together.
Some people in our group are extremely talented. And yeah, they get out and literally piece together their stuff.
Really?
Me, I'm shopping for my pieces. So.
Well, yeah, and don't be so humble, because she made a headband for one of my friend's 50th birthday. Was just fabulous,
yeah.
beautiful. And also when I went to her house, she has a room. It's actually her closet. And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen this. She has every wig, every color at the top. I was so jealous. And then she has a little, you say a ladies layer. What is it?
A babe cave.
A babe cave. A babe cave. And it has all kinds, it's like a girl's dream.
Right.
To go in there, and
Right.
decorate and do stuff. So I know these glasses I have on, I'm probably going to send her home with these, because I have every color that I got from Amazon.
Oh,
But
I love them.
I know she would, because she'll make them fabulous. So
Thank you.
anyways, so that's you also did the witches parade, which I wanted to do with you and I couldn't remember, because I think it was we had a birthday party maybe.
Right.
Yes,
And, yeah,
yes.
you were going to come and do it. The Witches Parade is our neighborhood parade.
Okay, that's your neighborhood parade, but it's
Yes.
so cool. So
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that, because I know you were telling me that I could do it with you.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who comes to the witches parade. And I think, Dad, we have a picture of her in the witches parade.
I have no idea which picture that is.
Oh no! Go through.
I didn't send that one.
Oh, you didn't send that one?
I don't think I did.
You didn't send one.
Oh, I should have.
I thought it it was the one we had in a golf cart, Dad. It was so cute.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
right.
The
We
one in
do-
the golf cart is taking up golf.
Yeah.
No, there's
The
another
other
one in
one.
the golf cart.
The other one of my husband and I.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to see it, y'all, because
Yeah.
it's so
Well,
cute.
It
I
was
don't know which one's which.
Oh, shoot.
it was at the head of the Witches Parade.
Uh-huh.
So last year I had been in a witches parade in a prior neighborhood, and we had talked about it was just so much fun, and we had talked about, well, let's see if we can get it going in our neighborhood. And I just reached out. The way we started it out was called the Grandma's Witches Parade.
Love
So
that.
the grandmas, and you didn't have to live there. You could just come in and be a part of it. And we said that we were going to do this. We have such a wonderful and encouraging neighborhood that the parents that just started bringing over candy and stuff for us to throw, and we all bought our own. Oh, there it is, right there.
It is, Dad. You
That was
found
this
it.
year. That was the
Look
beginning
how cute
of it.
you look. I
Thank
see,
you.
see the
Thank
webs
you.
and the spiders. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It was a
love-
lot of fun.
I wish I could have went. Like, I want to do. I mean, if you're still here next year, I know
Of
you're.
course.
I know you're.
Oh no, we'll be around.
I want her to
So
stay in
we'll be around.
Louisiana.
We'll be
Please,
around.
Oklahoma can't have her back.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll be here. So that our friends loaned me that golf cart because last year I did it on a bike.
oh, wow.
And when you have some people in golf carts, some people walking, some people on bikes, some people in trucks, it's hard to keep up when you're on a bike. And so this year, my friends in the neighborhood loaned me their golf cart, and my husband decorated it, and this was so much fun. And it's kind of we throw candies at the kids in their driveways.
I love
and
that.
our neighborhood is just really nice, and people are standing out there with music, family members they've brought in, friends they've brought
Y'all
in.
have a
and
fabulous neighborhood.
we love our neighborhood.
No,
We
y'all
really
do. That was the one thing I noticed when I met you. I mean, like, you have such great neighbors.
Right.
Y'all like have such a great community.
Yes.
Over there, and
Yes.
I love it over there.
A lot of the kids in the neighborhood go to the school I work at, so
Yeah.
it's really nice that
It is, and my grandkids go to school, and my little granddaughter just absolutely loves Pam. So both of my grandkids love you.
Oh,
You know
thank you.
that they do,
Yes.
because you're just such a fun person.
Well, thank you.
So let me ask you this: have y'all been to the Spanish Town Ball?
we have.
Y'all have. So tell us a little bit about that, because I've never been to the Spanish Town Ball.
Well, it was kind of interesting. We moved here in August, and by that next February, we were on a float.
Really?
Yeah. So we were actually on a float. We rode through the Spanish Town Parade, and then we went to the Spanish Town Ball, and I was actually like, oh my goodness. I mean, it was so much fun.
I hear it's a wild ball. I've never been. I would
Yeah.
love to go, but I've never. I've been to balls in New
Yeah.
Orleans, and I think, I don't know. There may be. It's probably very different. I don't know.
I've never been to a New Orleans ball. I think you've been telling me for a couple years we're going.
We have to go. We have to go. We have to go to Endymion Ball together. That's what we
Yes.
need to do, because
Yes.
it would blow your socks off.
Yes.
But
Yes.
anyways, tell me about this ball, Spanish Town, because
It always has
do the parades come in?
No.
No, so it's
No.
different. Okay,
it's
that's
not
what's-
on the same night as the parade.
Okay,
so,
okay,
yeah.
that's what I need to understand. Okay.
Yeah. So the Spanish Town, has the royalty. It's a lot of fun royalty. This year's royalty is amazing. And just, you see a little bit of everything. There's a theme. Everybody goes along with the theme.
Okay.
Just some really good bands. It's just a really fun night.
So what was the theme when y'all went?
I think it was something about draining something, or I don't
You don't
The
remember?
diversion.
Yeah,
canal, something.
Something with the diversion canal.
Yeah,
Okay,
something like
okay, okay.
and
Draining the diversion canal.
yeah, something. I can't even remember what it was, honestly, and I could be really wrong
So
on
do
that.
y'all dress up like certain things like that? It's because that's different.
Right.
Like, I just
Right.
want people to understand, like, what is it, kind of like. Every year there's a
right.
different theme, so you kind of dress the different theme.
So crews get tables, and the tables, they kind of decide, does everybody come dressed as what they want, or does your table and crew have a theme and things like that? It's just, it just depends. It's a lot of freedom, a lot of artistic freedom.
Oh yeah.
So you get to do, we're with a crew now that we all try to dance the same. We don't ride anymore after that first year because now I'm in a dance crew.
Yes.
So I dance it every time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
but it's just a lot of freedom. A little while after we were here, we went to, I believe, Apollo down in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
And it was amazing, over the top, fantastic. I mean, all these balls have been just unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
So that's like Oklahoma. They don't have anything like this, right?
I had never been to a ball in Oklahoma.
Really?
No, I mean, we have a lot of fun stuff to do, but
No, y'all have everything
carnivals,
different. Yeah.
balls, things like that. Now, in Norman, Oklahoma, they have a small Mardi Gras parade, but it's not really like this.
Okay.
You know, nothing's this level. Nothing in the world is New Orleans and
Yeah, it's
you know,
hard for
this
us
level.
to understand who grew
Right.
up with all this. You
Right.
know, it was just like, oh, it's carnival time, and it's like we're ready, and it's just like, you know, again, getting back to my what was it, Dad? Our New Year's resolutions. I decided I'm not doing one until I said I was going to do one probably just because we were doing the show.
Right.
But I'm not doing it till after Mardi Gras.
right. Absolutely.
Good move.
Shame on me.
Mardi-
Like today, you know, I've eaten today king cake. That's
Yeah.
what I've eaten today. So.
Yeah. Mardi Gras is a resolution breaker.
It is. And it's
It
like, you
is.
can't, it's like, oh my God. I'm like, everybody else in this world, you know, they're like, oh, you want to do a New Year's resolution? Yeah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you kidding? Carnival season is getting ready to like be game on. Like,
Right.
no, thank you. Am I going to ever? So I never stuck. Why would you stick to that?
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So mine is going to be like Lent.
Right.
Go get my ashes on my head. My grandfather used to tell
Yeah.
me, go get your ashes on Wednesday so God can forgive all the sins
Yes.
you did during Mardi Gras.
Yes. Yes. And this year, Lent is actually Valentine's Day.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Isn't that crazy? And I remember, like, you know, they will. Sometimes in Mardi Gras lands on Valentine's Day, so we get the little Valentine's Day beads and all that, and it's
Right.
fun, yeah, and you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
definitely, you can't keep up with your resolution because there's so much fun during Mardi Gras.
Oh my gosh.
And you can't. I can't give it up. And I can't not eat the king cake. You know,
Right,
I just
right.
can't, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And I've never seen an area that the kids are out of school a week for Mardi Gras. I mean, a week.
Isn't that the craziest thing? I know.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. We're getting ready to have the Mardi Gras parade at school.
Oh, yes.
And,
I know. And I think, is it kindergarten that does it?
Yes,
Pearl's in it
yes.
this year.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know what Pearl's going to pick to
You're
do. I don't know. We've talked about several things, and
Yeah.
I don't want to give them out. And
Yeah.
I know we're going to have to call Miss Pam to
Yeah.
come glitz it up for us some.
And I've been recruited by a kindergartner.
Oh gosh!
And so we're working on our secret project
Oh, you
right
already
now
working
too.
on one?
We
Oh,
are, but I'm
okay.
more than happy to help out.
I'm jealous. I want her for myself. But anyways, no, that's good that
More
you're
than
helping.
happy.
Absolutely, because I know we never Carter's how good that's what we do here in Louisiana.
Right.
You know, I remember at Sacred Heart, that's where I went to school, and we did our Mardi Gras parade in the 4th grade.
Right.
But it was nothing like I don't want to say when my kids are up, but anyways, it's nothing like the school that my kids go to. They do like big wagons. Ours was a shoebox, wasn't it, Dad? A shoebox. And my parents would help decorate my shoebox for me, and it was like on a skateboard, I think.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, yeah.
But we still did it, and we got
Right.
to dress up as whoever
Right.
we wanted to be, and it was
Right.
so much fun. Absolutely. Okay, enough about all of that. And so Pam has many different things that she's good, really good at. I feel like anything you try, you do pretty well, right?
Well, I can't help but try things,
You try-
but
and that's what
doing
I love.
them well.
But what I love is that you did, like you were telling me, tell me what you tried to do when you turned, what was it, 50, you said?
Oh, yeah.
I think this is amazing because I feel like this is what people need to see. I think you just take what life has to offer and you take advantage of
Right.
it. And I think more people need to do that. I don't
Right.
think enough of us, myself included sometimes, I think it's very easy to get, because we've had a show on mental health and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
And I think, January is our month that we were kind of focusing on health and
Right.
all these things, but you don't sit around and just get sour in the mouth or whatever. You take advantage of what life has to offer, which is
Right.
a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So tell what you did, because you told me in the kitchen, in the den, and I couldn't believe it.
Well, for my midlife crisis, I should have just went and bought a red convertible. But instead, I went to sailing school. I went a 6-day liveaboard off of the Florida Keys with a female sailing skipper who had been, gosh, I think she was about 45 when I went to school, and she'd actually lived out on the ocean alone since her probably 25. So she'd already been living in her 50-foot boat for about 20 years, or a 50-foot boat, and went to sailing school with her, and eventually became, over that week, became ASA 104 certified sailing skipper, which I mean, I'm a great sailing skipper. I flunked all my man overboards, but so just don't fall off the boat, you'll be fine. And so then after that, I decided to do scuba diving, and have never been a big fan of the water because I couldn't swim. I couldn't swim at all.
You're so funny.
But in order to scuba dive, you don't really have to swim. You just have to float the right way and move around. And went on to that, actually was certified in Cozumel, Mexico. Did the rest of my classes in Oklahoma City, and then why not? I signed up for a full Ironman.
Oh my gosh.
In Mexico, and still couldn't swim. Even though I was going to have to swim 2.4 miles in the ocean. So I spent 11 months with two swimming instructors in Oklahoma, just trying to stay above water for my life, you know. And then I get down to Mexico for this Ironman, and turns out there's so much salt in the ocean, you just bob on top of the water. All you have to do is move your hands and your feet, and you'll eventually get there.
Oh my, I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I did. Now, am I an Ironman? No. I only made it to mile 30 on the bike, because it turns out you're really not supposed to gasp and drink that salt water too. So I became a bit dehydrated, but it was an experience that I'll always love and never regret trying. Some people come out of things like that and say, oh my gosh, I'm going to do it next year. I'm going to make it. I was like, I'm done.
You're finished. You've gotten everything you could out of
It's
it.
over. I'm done.
I love it.
I'm done. Also, I didn't even start running until I was, I think, 37, 38.
Good for you.
And, 47. And over the next 9 years, I did 9 full marathons.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, my dad did a marathon at 65, right, Dad?
I did one.
One.
And I finished standing up. So it was
Well, he did one. That's one more than I've ever done. You know, there you go. And you're part of the running group at Varsity, right? Or you used to be, maybe?
Yeah, I go when I can. I love Varsity. Oh my gosh, such a nice running group.
Yeah.
But right now, when the days are short like this,
I don't like
I
this
don't
time
like
of
to
year.
run after dark.
No,
I
me
just really
me
don't.
neither. I was saying that today. I was like, oh, I can tell the sun's staying out a little bit longer. Thank you, Jesus, because
Yes.
I really get that seasonal depression. It is just awful. Thank God we don't live somewhere where it's cold all the time, because I would just die. You know,
It makes me sleepy.
it does.
You know, as soon as it starts getting dark, I'm like, oh, I'm so sleepy. And I'm like, it's 6 o'clock. You
I
know?
know it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, because I know my husband's friend ran with y'all, so it was like, oh my gosh, he knows Pam too.
Yeah.
So that's so crazy. But anyways, okay, I want to get to the Happy Cooker BR.
Oh my gosh.
That's your little hashtag.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, look, there you are, and you do have if you go to that hashtag, do you have recipes out there for people? How is
Sometimes I will link recipes to things. Facebook is probably, and I do have my page there, but it's probably my smallest presence. If you go to Instagram and put hashtag the Happy Cooker Baton
Yes.
Rouge, it's not a page, but on my hashtag, there's probably 600-700 different meals that I've done. And when
That you've
people reach
done.
out and say, how is this done? Then I will link where I got that.
okay?
Cooking to me is,
You're a fabulous cook.
it's just so comforting, and
Yeah.
it's my happy place
Yeah.
to just cook. I like to take 3-4 hours on a meal. Now, when I'm working, of course, I can't do that.
Yes. No.
But I really like to put meals together.
No, I mean, and also you're is it a pescatarian?
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian. I can't say it. Okay.
Pesca, fish.
So you eat fish.
Fish and seafood.
Seafood, but no meat.
No, but I'm not super picky to where some of my stuff still has chicken broth, beef broth, things like that. Every now and then I will think, okay, this steak looks so good, I'm just going to eat it. I don't know if it's just my system or what, but I just do a lot better.
So it makes you just feel better when you're not eating the meat.
Yes.
Okay, so when did you start doing it? Because, there's been so much research and meat's not good.
No.
I'm not a doctor, so nobody get mad at me.
Right.
But from everything that we've learned with my daughter being sick and people like things like that really getting the meat out of your diet, especially the red,
right,
is good.
Right.
And I think there's too much hormones in the meat now.
There are. And now, wasn't there a thing passed not too long ago where they can genetically grow meat in labs?
That's disgusting.
It is, and they don't even have to tell you.
And we know,
They don't
and
even
I'm not
have to
going to
tell
say
you.
the name because I'm not going to get mad, but the man who is in charge of that,
Right.
I'm just saying. There's somebody waiting for him when he goes.
It's just wrong on so many levels to grow meat in a lab.
I know, and that freaks me out.
It does me too.
Well, and it's funny
So
because
Pam, how does duck and alligator?
yeah, girl.
Probably.
And deer?
No deer.
No deer.
Duck, I would consider it a bird. Alligator, and oh my gosh, one of my very good friends, our fiance is an alligator hunter, so he would just hate me for saying this, but I'm just not crazy about it.
You don't like gator.
The smoked donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what I don't like about? Well, my daughter likes gator, but what I don't like about alligator is it's kind of tough. The meat.
Yeah,
The meat's
is.
tough. And I'm like, ugh. And the thought that I'm eating a gator.
He can actually cook it and get it a lot lighter and soak it in buttermilk ahead of time.
Oh,
It takes a
really?
lot of the wild out of it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. He can really do it really well. I'm kind of a really picky fish and seafood eater. Now, I will admit I never ate oysters until I came down here.
Oh,
They are
really?
so big and so fabulous down here. And after I pile a pound of everything else on top of them, they're just wonderful.
Yeah, with all the crab and all the
Oh,
seasoning,
yeah.
everything is so delicious.
There's so much. Another thing is I'd never had crawfish before I came down here.
So how do you like our crawfish?
Well, it seems like an awful lot of work for such a little piece of meat.
Indeed.
And I'm really getting picky on that. The first time a friend of ours brought over a bag of crawfish to boil them at our house. Everything's setting up outside. He opens up the bag and I start screaming, "Stop, stop." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "They're alive." He's like, "I accidentally gave you live ones. We can't cook them. They're alive." And everybody was looking at me like, "Now, where's she from again?"
Yeah, like what the heck?
Where's she from? I had no idea that they're alive. And so I couldn't even be around for the ceremony. But
oh my gosh,
but I
you're
did,
so sweet. You didn't want to see them get boiled.
so
yeah,
this
that is kind of mean if you think about it. Yeah, it's a terrible thing now that I think
this is my experience with crawfish. We have a big boil in our neighborhood. Our HOA does a really nice boil
So
every year.
nice.
I sit there for 2 hours and have my little gloves on and get all the meat out of my crawfish. And then I go, "Oh, I'm kind of stuffed." Take them home, wash them off. I don't know what that mustard stuff is, but we don't need to probably talk.
That's fat.
Okay.
Is that
I
the
take 'em
fat,
home.
Dad, or is that
That's
the gut?
fat.
That's fat.
And then I make crawfish cakes, and they are amazing,
Ooh.
like a crab cake. And use the
I like,
crawfish.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
But
wonderful.
you're like, if you wash them, you're getting all that seasoning off. You got to peel the poo-poo. Is it the
Oh
poo-poo?
my goodness!
Isn't it the poo, Dad? Is that what
Okay.
that is? That's the poo-poo.
well,
That's the part you pull out.
I call it the
guarantee you.
vein, but
It's the
that's
vein.
a
It
euphemism.
really is poo. That's
Yeah,
what it
it's
is.
a-
Poo and fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I get it. No, I'm not. And like you'll eat crabs, right?
Oh, yeah, I love them.
Yeah, crabs are good and all that. I mean,
love
there's
them.
different things, and I like all the corn and the potatoes that go with it. It's just
Right.
yummy in there, and we throw all kind of stuff. I know we put like oranges, and they always put the dang deer sausage in there, but every time we put the sausage, nobody really eats a whole lot because it's so spicy.
Right. And I love spicy, but I still have to cook a lot of meat because my husband will eat meat. But you were talking, and he loves it. He has to have protein.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get
men
enough
love
protein.
Yeah, men have to have meat. That's just men.
But
They're cave people.
Right, exactly. But my experience with meat was my cholesterol just genetically in my family was high.
Yes.
So I became a pescatarian probably about, I want to say 10 years ago before I met my husband, or 5 years before I met him. And my cholesterol went down. Everything was just fabulous.
That crazy?
So after dating and getting married, I thought, well, I can just eat a little meat again because it's hard to meet your daily protein needs, especially as you age.
Yeah.
So I started eating meat again. My cholesterol went up 50 points.
Oh, wow.
So last year, I went back to pescatarian lifestyle. Within 6 months, it was down 45 points.
I'm going to have to do that because
Yeah.
I have the same issue.
It
I have
was
the same- I have
unbelievable.
the
Yeah.
problem with
The
that.
difference with it now, that could have just been me. I don't know.
There's so much science behind. It's a whole
Right.
nother show. But there is so much science with that, with
Right.
just eating the fruits and vegetables and like not eating the meats. The meats are so terrible. They really
Right.
are. So, but anyways, also, so the other thing we want to get to before, because we could go all day on that, is you have now taken up golf. And I'm like, are you kidding?
I'm telling you.
So do you really like golf? Is it fun?
Okay, this was my experience.
Okay.
110-degree heat index in the middle of the summer. And I'm driving the golf cart for my husband, trying to be a good wife. He doesn't mind golfing by himself. In fact, he enjoys it. And so I would just drive the cart, wherever he needed me to go. And I was supposed to be the caddy. But it's so hot and miserable, he would be saying, "Get me my 7 club, or my 7 iron, Give me this, Nope, I'm hot. I'm not getting out. I'm hot."
I'm hot.
Sitting there fanning myself, but I get to drive, so this is good.
Yeah.
We were behind a couple one day while he was golfing, and this couple was having so much fun, and they were just bantering back and forth, giving each other a hard time, just playing, but they were both good. I got this idea in my head that if I got some golf clubs, that would be us, not realizing how bad I would be.
Oh my gosh.
So I had one lesson, which convinced me that I was Tiger Woods.
I love
It's time
you.
to quit my job and go on the
There you go.
PGA tour. And
Oh my gosh.
so I'm going to tell you, I put my heart in it every time. I have fun. It was interesting. We were on a work trip with my husband in Fort Worth, and I found a little 9-hole golf course.
Really?
It's probably only the 5th time I'd ever been on a golf course.
Oh, wow.
And I went by myself. And one day, and I had so much fun. All of the holes except for one were par 3. One was a par 4.
Oh, my gosh.
And so it was a lot of fun. I told my husband, we need to go when you get, done working tomorrow. And he said, okay. So we went out there, and I literally came within 4 inches of getting a hole in one.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. But it wouldn't have been because, and it's just all, I'm very stubborn. I had hit a ball on that hole, the first time I'd gone there, and it went right over this waterway. Well, so I was stubborn, and when I went out there with him, I thought, this is a good hole for me. So I hit my ball. It goes right in the water.
Oh, my gosh.
And he says, well, you can go down to where the ball is and go out to the side and hit from there. You just lose a stroke. Oh, no. I'm hitting it from right here, the tee box again, because I did it yesterday. I'm going to do it today. So that ball is the one that almost made a hole in one. So I was already several strokes in legally, but I'm not going to count it.
I know. Well, that's amazing that you're even because I don't know if I would even try to play. Because first of all, it's hot as I don't even know what. And to be honest with you, I guess this point in my life, I am just so happy if my husband is leaving the house to go play golf. I'm not joining him. And that's so sorry. I'm just saying. So I don't know if I would even want to attempt golf. I mean, that's such a hard thing it's such a hard sport. But I mean, my husband enjoys it. My son enjoys it. So I know it's so cool that you're enjoying that. Like, again, this is
Right.
another thing with your personality. I'm gonna take the glasses. I'm sorry, they're driving me crazy. But anyways, the positivity thing, just trying things, and I think that's kind of like how I really wanted you on,
Right.
because you try anything. I mean, you'll try anything, and not that you should just try anything, I'm saying, but like within reason, and things that are good for you and healthy, and like you're even trying to get a hold of your cholesterol by doing something, by cutting out the meat, or you just live life to the fullest. And I think that's such a unique quality that you have, and not a lot of people have that. So
well, this is the only one you got.
Well, no. And then I also want to talk real quick, and are you an LSU fan, or I have that on there. What is it? A Sooner? Is it Sooner? Is that what they're called?
That's what they call the Oklahoma people.
Okay, and that's okay. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could care. Everybody, I shouldn't say this. I don't care about LSU.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. I don't care about football in general. I can't stand it. I don't even like football. I love the Golden Girls. That's my jam. Watching the cheerleaders. Y'all have pretty little girls that dance. I'm all about them. But so you're not going to hurt my feelings. But y'all, you're big. Because my daughter, I'm going to tell you this real quick. Lindsay, we went to, was it Oklahoma State, Dad? Is that where we went for Lindsay's?
I think we went to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. We did go to Oklahoma University. Yeah, she ran track, and I think that's where one of her track meets was. So we went up there, and Oklahoma's so big, and I loved it. And the horses, and they had this big farrier place where they shoe the horses and all that, and it was just so different. So I loved Oklahoma. The little bit I was there, I thought, wow, that's such a beautiful place to live.
Right.
So I get to see, and it feels like, I don't know, it just seems way prettier than here. But anyways, tell us, you're a big Sooner fan.
Well, here's the problem.
Okay.
So, of course, Sooner fan, because I spent 37 years in Oklahoma City, and you can't be there without being a Sooner fan. Yes. We came here, and the first thing I saw was purple and gold. What great colors are purple and gold. So I immediately thought, okay, well, they don't play each other right now anyway. They're not in the same deal. So here I am with all my purple and gold. Joe Burrow's had no bigger fan than me.
Oh, I know.
I just yelled and screamed for him.
I am a Joe Burrow fan.
Yes, me too.
We love him.
Too.
We love him. Okay.
Like crazy. I've ran into Coach O twice, just love running into him and seeing him.
Yeah.
The energy here, the tailgating is like nothing I've ever seen in my life. I love to be on the campus during a game. But now all these things have changed. And this year, I think it's the last game of the year, LSU plays Oklahoma. Here.
Oh, wow.
In Baton Rouge.
Oh, wow.
So what do? I'm just going to be Switzerland for right now. And I love my Sooners.
Of course you do.
I live in LSU country.
That's right.
So,
but we love you.
Yeah.
So that's part.
You.
But that's part
Thank
of you.
you.
That's
yes,
what makes
is.
you you.
Yes.
That's where you're from.
Yes.
And I'm going to be honest. When we visited Oklahoma, that was my one time going, and I wish we could have stayed longer and just really seen everything, because it looks like a really cool place to live too.
It is, and we'll have to go there sometime.
I would love to,
and I'll show you lots and lots of places.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you came on. Real quick, do you have dates of the parades that y'all are going to be in?
Yes.
So people will maybe want to come out and watch y'all dance?
Again, the Flamingos will be dancing in Artemis on February 2nd, Orion on February 3rd, Mid-City February 4th, and of course Spanish Town February 10th.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you
I really
for
do
having me.
Appreciate it. And I know you were busy, you were working today, so I do appreciate you coming.
Of course.
And actually, she's never had a Manny Randazzo king cake. So we're going to eat the king cake after this is over. Yes. And everybody can be jealous because it's so good. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Dad,
Glitzy
do you have
Vixen.
anything? I totally forgot about Dad. I got so distracted. Do you have anything to add, Dad?
I don't. I enjoyed the broadcast, but we have a question from someone in the audience.
Oh.
Robbie is getting ready to run his first marathon this weekend in Houston.
Okay.
And wants advice from an experienced marathoner.
I think that's has to be my friend Catherine. Robbie Podorsky.
Yeah.
So, any advice for Robbie?
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Don't put too much stress on yourself. If it's your first one, just have fun. Enjoy it. You'll see amazing things on your run in Houston. Enjoy every one of them.
Great advice. Don't go out 20 seconds faster than your plan because you won't finish well.
And look for the cameras.
Yes,
no matter
right.
how you're feeling, look for the cameras.
And smile. Well, thank you so much, ladies, and thank you, Glitzy Vixen, for coming on.
Glitzy Vixen, yes, the Glitzy Vixen.
We'll see y'all next week.
All right,
Goodbye.
bye-bye.